Alright. It was Mummy of Machines. Hello. Meow meow the meowmer. Oh my god. I think this is my 4th slime boss in a row. I like the idea of starting out this way. We can't take this elite if we're really strong, but more reasonably, we take a campfire, we get a shop, get ready for some elites in the second half of the act. See what the whale bonuses are, though. $100 bucks. $100 seems reasonable. Stampeezy, thanks for the 67 months. Offie, thanks for the 22 months. Smurf, thanks for the 88 months. George the Claw. Wonder. Not. Yeah, I think it's $100. Partner moves aren't as good in slime boss acts. Because slime boss will just kill you. And I think with this money, probably I go to the early shop and try to fight an extra elite. You've discovered that Slay the Spire is very hard. Do people in the Eurozone call gold euros? Interesting question. I'm gonna take a fumes on a slime boss act. It isn't the best option against Gremlin Knob. It's okay against sentries and good against Lagavulin. Not the best option for hallway fights either. But it's also not terrible in them. I think I have so many defensive cards that I actually get to save 1 health here. Thanks for that 3 years, meow meow meowmer. Meow meow the meowmer. Okay. That's too bad. Econ Keldar. I'm still pretty comfortable with my play. I have 238 monies. Nice. I want to take Bouncing Flask. YOLO. So I need some sort of defense. Wow. Okay. It's hard not to buy a leg sweep on sale here. I have the capture on my Pandora window, slightly off from how it's regularly sized. I just have to change the size of the window to get it to capture. Or I could fix the capture at some point. I don't know. Seems like work. Good morning, the Albion. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want in here. I do, in theory, have to be able to kill things. I get to upgrade fumes? No. I think maybe leg sweep, poison potion. Oof. I do have good potion chance right now. It's 60% chance that I get a potion here. So buying 2 potions without a plan to actually use one in an easy hallway fight doesn't seem great. Easy to read. Good morning. We buy a leg sweep and it's very good against Lagavulin. Pretty good against sentries. And we buy poison potion because we just have to do that against Gremlin Knob with our deck. And then after that, I'm already short on all the relics. I could buy a Sling of Courage instead of a poison potion, and it honestly deals a little bit less damage to Gremlin Knob than the poison potion, but then I have it for the rest of the run. It does cost me over 100 gold more. So I lose out on like a well-laid plans or a card remove. I think in this spot, I slightly prefer card remove. I also can't quite go poison potion, like backstab and card remove. I'm just barely short on gold for that. Backstab saves me a lot of health here. Maybe we go backstab actually. I have an aggressive path planned through the act. I think I need backstab. Or... and then poison potion. Weird shop. There were just a lot of really good options in that shop. I'm not spending 50 gold for Sneaky Strike. There are a lot of really good options. I feel like we ended up on decent ones. Kathy, thanks for the 54 months. I don't watch Zeknar, Yellow Hexapod, so I can't comment on how Zeknar plays the game. And also, my opinion of how to play the game isn't based on how he plays the game. Potter, thanks for the 40 months, appreciate it. If you're interested in how I play the game, like, welcome to my stream, where you can watch how I play the game. What a lucky day. You're also mischaracterizing the post that I made. Like, heavily, actually, if you go read the post that you're referencing again. I don't know why you're mischaracterizing it, but that isn't what the post that you're referencing says. T-Joel, thanks for the 57 months, appreciate it. I said in the post that you're referring to, it used to be the case that complex 30 to 35 card decks were clearly outperforming smaller decks on most characters most of the time, but nowadays they tend to be outperformed by small, sleek decks and more in the 20 card range, at least when those decks are piloted by the game's best human players. That said, if someone better than the game's best human players are playing, it's still close enough that I feel like the more complicated decks could be better. In such a strategic space as this, if you're trying to win the most over the short term, you should clearly focus on learning to pilot the sleek decks as well as possible, but it's unclear that that is the right choice if you want to be as good as possible in the long run. This is one of the reasons that I try not to care much about win rate in general. If I'm playing a strategy that clearly wins 5% less than another one for me at the moment, but I think that 2,000 hours of refinements and deliberate play could get it to the point where I was winning 0.5% more, I'd personally like to put the 2,000 hours in on the more complicated strategy, etc. I feel like you could have read the post that you're asking me about in order to find out what I thought. Antares. All right. Sentries first. So this is quite awkward because my poison potion's so bad right now. so am I just not using potions? How close is it to dead? If I strike, 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 I leave it at 11. If I neutralize poison potion next turn, like I do want to kill one next turn. Kind of important. I think I just strike, strike, strike. Nice for of Oz. Turn B stick thanks to 39 months. One of the reasons that I don't talk about other people and how they play Slay the Spire is that the poster referencing was brought up on another streamer's channel where he like read it, misinterpreted a bunch of stuff in it, said I was really arrogant and said that the community should bully me. So if you are hearing things about that post and they aren't what that post says, I would invite you to like reflect on who is telling you things about that post. Because yeah, that was that post is largely why I don't post much strategy stuff about Slay the Spire anymore. Or why I don't talk about other Slay the Spire streamers on this channel almost at all. Bag of marbles. So, bag of marbles backstab is kind of nice. There's an acro here, and there's a masterful stab. Don't let one idiot mute me. Oh, wicked, wicked. The person who did that has like 150,000 followers. You clear wasted next to the 52 months. I appreciate it. Hey, Hapless Pig, how are you? Yeah, I like play video games to have fun and challenge myself, and do not play them to be exposed to verbal abuse and bullying. So it actually is very reasonable for me to take my ball and go home if people are being assholes to me. Like, I don't need to be here. Anyway. I'm gonna take an acro. Almighty Jonathan, thanks for 29 months. I appreciate it. I upgraded my fumes, but now I feel like it's wrong to play it. It's probably fine. It's so upgraded, though. I mean, look at it. It's so pretty. Poison potion. So dagger spray versus escape plan. Dagger spray is quite good here. Maybe escape plan is better. Oh, thank you, Pokestick. Yeah, entertainers deal with a tremendous amount of entitlement. Me Hughes. A lot of entitlement, a lot of advice, like unsolicited advice. A lot of dehumanization. Entertainment's a fucking wild industry. And I'm not one of the people who has it bad. I'm a white guy. I have an audience of manageable size. My life has never felt directly endangered by anything that I've done. Or anything anyone else has done. So if I draw 2 strikes next turn, I'm good. But if I don't, I have to go leg sweep defend. I wonder if maybe playing the defend isn't good here then. We can do some math. Raranok. A big piece of advice that was actually useful for me when I was put in a situation in my life where I was meeting people who were like famous people to me. Like, a lot of the time they were being introduced as my peers because like I'm a streamer and they're a streamer or whatever. They're a celebrity guest or whatever. But they were still like hitting the holy shit, this person is famous and blows my mind kind of stuff in my brain. A really important piece of advice I was given and took to heart was like, you can have a conversation with someone who is famous to you about like how the two of you are just people instead of it being about how they're famous to you. And it's very weird that that isn't the default, really. Like if you ever meet Arnold Schwarzenegger or something, you can just like talk to him like he's a normal human being. You don't have to make the entire conversation about his like how the film Kindergarten Cop changed your childhood or whatever. Like the big thing is that he gets to say something if the conversation is about how the two of you are human beings. Whereas if you're just talking about Kindergarten Cop to him, what the fuck is he gonna say? Mr. Guy! Thanks for 27 months. Your assumption is if you see someone famous, you should leave them alone. I mean, unless it's reasonable to be saying hi to them, like you're allowed, like you can do either. I don't know. A toastery chicken, thanks for the 16 months! If you're in a situation where it would be weird to say hi to somebody else, sure, but like a lot of the time it's okay to say hi to people in the world. My my drawing tablet has not been used for such a long time that there's dust on it. Oh my gosh. It's interesting as to why this is so difficult as the non-famous person. I think some of it is like you get up in your head and you think like, oh my gosh, this person could not possibly be able to connect with me on anything. Which is maybe true, actually, because they likely have like tremendous mental and sometimes physical boundaries in place to separate them from you. Not because you're a bad person, but because people they don't know may be dangerous to them. But yeah, a lot of the time that you like can connect with someone in a normal way. Did you notice it correctly that Twitch streamers that were previously hot tub streamers have now become DJing streamers? I don't know what that means. So there's a 2/3 chance that we kill it next turn. So 2/3 of the time, if I go defend, which I'm going to call DD, we take attacking for 8. Take 4 this turn. And then 0 next turn is 4 total damage. Whereas if I don't play any defense, I take 8 this turn. And if I play 1 defend, I take 6 this turn. Straightforward. But then there's also 1/3 of the time that I don't draw both strikes. And in that spot, I would go leg sweep, defend always. So Gremlab's going to have plus 12 strength for that here. And is attacking for a base of 16 plus we're vulnerable, right? Yes, that's right. So base of 16 plus 12 strength is 28. Vulnerables to 42. Then weakens to 30, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. Weakens to 30, so we take 14. And the rest of the time is just going to have 3 less strength. So it would be attacking for 25, vulnerables to 37, weakens to 27. And we have 16 block, 11. And, oh, I got this round the wrong way. Let's just call this down. Is it 8 now? No? If we don't play any defense, we take 8, and then next turn we're only getting attacked for 22 or 33. Weakens 9, 24, 16 block, 8. So this 6 plus 11. So that's 18, 17, 18. Okay. So on average, this hits us for, what we can do is we can just times this one by 2. And sum them, and we'll have to divide it all by 3 at the end to get the actual average, but we will have at least proportions correct relative to one another. Is that right? It's wild to me if that is right. Does that say playing 1 defend is best? I feel like I've done the math wrong. Dark Kuno. Being hot is a commodity and is worth money. Maybe for some to you it's boring content. Why are you talking about it in a channel that isn't even about it then, Tejal? Couldn't you talk about something else? It seems like you're the person to whom it's central here. Hey Zendai, how are you? Is that right? Okay, so the top half is definitely correct. That's all, yes. The bottom half though. So we took 6 in the first turn, and then the second turn, it's going to have 9 strength. So it's attacking for 25, which vulnerables to 37, and then weakens to 27, I want to say. And then we're blocking for 16, so 11? Yes. Did I do some basic math wrong? 18 plus 4. Oh, I did basic math wrong. Okay. Oh, because I multiplied it by 2 here, but didn't multiply it by 2 here. Okay. So, so 26, 29. 30. Summon to defend. There is higher variance in defend though. There's definitely higher variance. There isn't like that much higher variance. The variance isn't as bad as I thought it would. Alright, we did get the bad line. I mean, I could potion here. I think it must be correct to crack this. Too bad. Eternal Feather. Okay. That heals me a bit. It also encourages me to take a card here, which I'm pretty happy to do, because I don't mind a Dagger Spray right now. One of the big things Dagger Spray does that, like, maybe doesn't seem like a big deal, but is actually a really big deal, is it makes your birds fight at the beginning of Act 2 way better. Like, it's regularly worth, like, what, like 5 health in the first 3 floors of Act 2, like, on average. By regularly, I mean, like, on average. There are runs where, on average, it is giving you, like, an extra 5 or even 10 health in Act 2. Thanks for the raid, Sage. Hope you're doing well. There's a really interesting phenomenon with people who highly value strategy games. Being exposed to the real world. You see it in election years, which is why I am thinking about it, sadly. Where people think they have spent their time on something that, like, improves their intelligence and prepares them for life or whatever, has a lot of value, and then you see them walk face first into, like, any sort of problem solving or evaluation of how the real world works, and it's like, oh no. Yeah. I've been playing some Spire, nice. Go back to comfort, yeah, it's a good game. I really like this flex potion. I don't think I want to deflect. It's unclear how I'm blocking still. I don't have a footwork. I don't really have a ton of card draw either. I think we take a late act question mark over another hallway fight. I am pretty good at hallway fights, but I would really like a card remove. I think just one card remove actually does a lot here. I think we can just skip. I don't think I'm taking Snecko. I could just take Deflect and, like, it just makes Runic Pyramid better, basically. I already have 1 Acro. No, I don't think so. Runic Pyramid's already good enough. Oh. Well, plans came back. When I said I desperately wanted 1 card remove, do I desperately want 1 card remove more than I want a Crippling Cloud? When I get to upgrade it? I guess I can lose Well-Laid Plans, actually. This deck doesn't need Well-Laid Plans. Yeah, whatever. Get rid of that and buy a Crippling Cloud. The reason this deck doesn't really need Well-Laid Plans is, like, we play the damage cards when we draw them, and then they continue to deal damage. So we're not in a situation where, like, we need to wait until particular turns to deal damage like we might be sometimes. I'm just gonna get Runic Pyramid anyway. I would love to get a Runic Pyramid, yes. I think I should single flask. It only costs me 5 health. It just means I never have to worry about damage again. You've had derp. A mummified hand. Ooh. I would not usually be able to take 1,000 cuts here, I don't think, but it is a slime boss act, and I did just get a mummified hand, so I think I can now. Which is very exciting. I do love 1,000 cuts. And I get to upgrade it immediately. Like, everything just lined up perfectly to be able to take that. Problem solving is a cool skill, but you need empathy to understand the problem you're trying to solve. Sounds plausible. It's at 95 and 85. You're now going to see whether 1,000 cuts is good against slime boss or not. Hey. Oh God. Sometimes my cat decides that he's going to eat something off the ground and then he vomits. And I don't understand what is going on in his head. Does anyone in chat ever eat things off the ground and then vomit? Maybe you could help me understand. You think loud enough? Go like this, I guess. Now it is, though. Wait. Okay. Wasn't it? Good job, Act 1. Oh no, Wicked Wicked. Synctowolf thinks the 62 months! Oh no, Wicked Wicked. Oh, that is... Oh no. I'm gonna take Alchemize here. Phantasmal Killer doesn't make any sense. I think 1,000 cuts is like inoffensive, but it's not actually a good card in my deck, so I'm not gonna take another right now. Alchemize though is just pretty good. I think this is a remove too. I have a mummified hand to help with energy a little bit. Remove 2 is a lot better than draw a 1-less card. I could obviously take Hovering Kite and it's okay. I think remove 2 is better. I already have the escape plan. I have mummified hand. I have a leg sweep. I'll hopefully be able to survive. I'm not like excited to go to as many fights as possible here. An upgrade for Alchemize would be really good. I don't think I'm gonna like force myself into a super elite. Normal for pets to do that, weird as it sounds. I wish you would not. It's like, then I have to clean up the vomit. Can I encourage him to vomit, like, not on the carpet somehow? Alright, we'll go here. It would be nice to leg sweep. Oh yeah, that is the sound of a cat vomiting. Actually, I don't need the 1,000 cuts here. I believe that that's true. I actually just leg sweep. It's more important to leg sweep than play 1,000 cuts. Oh, great job, Zephyr. Hey, look at that. It's the leaf that you just ate. You never take the silent starter relic upgrade. Is it ever any good? Very rarely. Turn 1's kind of important, so drawing fewer cards on turn 1 is not great. I think we're past wanting an upgraded dash. I don't think we want an upgraded out maneuver either, although it's like a little bit interesting. I think we still have too many cards for it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. Good Act 2 question marks. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Vomiting weekly for 2 or more months is the threshold for current concern about chronic intestinal problems. Maybe I should take Zephyr to the vet. Hey, error! I even have the Eternal Feather to heal off any chip damage. Pretty good. That just got a tiny bit better. We worked out how we were blocking. At least for the foreseeable future. Am I underwater? Yeah. What gave it away? Was it the gills? Ooh, I got it right. You gotta take it. I'm quite muffled to you. Wait, are you underwater? Have you considered that it could be you who is underwater? There's 2 of them now. Kind of rude. Mr. Bucket thinks that 37 months. Looks like we got out of the fight okay. Maybe even better than okay. Ooh, do I alchemize or crippling cloud? I'm paying 3 health for a potion. I think that's fine. I guess I'm not playing 3 health because I'm going to a campfire and full healing. Bane, dodge and roll, slice. No, I don't really know how I'm surviving the collector fight, but you know, we got a little while before that happens. Upgrading crippling cloud's pretty good. Upgrading apparitions is not bad. It's gotta be apparitions. We start upgrading these. We are spiring Gusta. Okay. Would I rather have 1,000 cuts or noxious fams? Gotta be 1,000 cuts. Got Ascension, 5 on Charles Lightning and the Purple Lady. Nice. He's called about null. Really, I would have liked to have fumes and 1,000 cuts, ideally. I guess in this spot, I want to stop myself from getting weakened, so I have better dagger spray next turn. Or does it not matter? I actually think it doesn't matter. It kind of wastes damage to hit this slaver to kill it this turn instead of just letting it die next turn. That gets a bit too greedy. Not to take 2 here. A lot of wounds in the straw pile, right? Oh, that would have been fine. Oh well. Real Nick thinks of 10 months. Found a strawberry and a well-laid plans plus. Oh, God. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Wow. Wow, I'm a fan. Alright, cool. I feel very good about not buying well-laid plans the 2 times it was offered to me right now. That actually goes a long way toward beating Collector, I think, with one of the apparitions already upgraded. Still a bit more work to do. But it's a start. Fetch Leprechaun, thanks for the 26 months. Appreciate it. Okay, do play this. Alright, I'm taking 2 more damage. I don't think I meant to use Block Potion for 2. Feels like there should be better places for it. A calculated gamble. I don't feel like I've had a calculated gamble yet this month. Old coin. Okay, I am forced into a shop at the end of the act, so that works pretty well. Very nice aggro. Very nice aggro. Ashy, thanks for 58 months. I appreciate it. Oh. Well. Not quite how I drew it up. For 43. Can use the fairy in a bottle here. The question is, would I rather have a fairy in a bottle or a block potion? I think I'd rather have a block. Collector though. I like this. I want to take 1 damage. Yes, this was definitely a better use of block potion. Okay, I would prefer not to get killed this turn. Game made it kind of hard for me. We are out of the fight. Still have Fairy in a bottle. I don't have to go to the next elite fight, but if I don't go to the next elite fight, I miss out on my shop as well. I think I'm going to with Fairy in a bottle. It's a little spooky. My turn one's like pretty good though. I've gotten rid of a lot of strikes. With Kunai, I think I just take this Endless Agony. Okay. Endless Agony now like also gives 1 dexterity a lot of the time. I don't have to take it, but the thing is it's really good with 1000 Guts as well. And I need a little bit of something. Skill Potion's better than Energy Potion. Oh. Wait. How does this work? I don't have a 2-cost attack, right? It hits for 1, then 2, then 3, then... I'm gonna look it up. Cursed Tome. Because I know the exact amount it hits for total, but it hits for 1, 2, 3, and then 15. So actually, this makes incredibly good use of my Fairy in a bottle. Like, comically good use of my Fairy in a bottle. It's 1, 2, 3, 15 at, like, max ascension. Alright, let's do it. And a Caridian. Start with a random power card. Don't mind if I do. So now, I do think maybe... Well... I don't know. That shop's so good. Upgrading 2 apparitions is also pretty good. I think I'm okay with this. Can play get a Wraith form? I don't know. Seems easy to me. I don't want to acro before I play a card because of Endless Agony. I want to escape plan first to try to draw Tactician better. Doesn't really matter what I do for the rest of the turn. Like I'm always playing this, and this. I guess Bouncing Flask informs me where I want to hit with Backstab a little. Huh, do I want to kill something as fast as possible, or I think I actually want to help the thing that's dying as slowly as possible. With so many turns of intangible, right? I can try to take 0 damage here. I mean, we're trying. Oh, I failed. Okay. I use Poison Potion for 1 health. The thing is, I have like Alchemize and stuff. You would have gotten accuracy and bottom decked all of your apparitions. It's like mostly still fine because I have potions. Hey, Arkham! Blade Dance? A Blade Dance with 1000 cuts plus and a kunai? Kind of hard to imagine that that isn't good here. Ooh, and apparitions make it so Eternal Feather has more cards in my deck. So proud of my deck right now. Everything's just coming together very nicely. Turn is less inspiring. What if I die to Centurion Mystic? Would that be good? Moda. I'm gonna put my plans in play. You think losing is a losing strategy? Me too. Oh. Man, I kind of have to do this, I think. Okay, we just leg sweep one then? While we do this. What time should work? It was spooky. I'm still not dead. Hey, Scavenger Taco. I feel like I've gotten better at opening jars as I've aged. It is one of the things that is very masculine coded in my world. I kind of want this backflip. Seems like I'm playing some sort of like we have apparitions to stall into we block with dexterity situation, and backflip feels like a very good card for that because it helps me draw my apparitions and then it is the block card. Holy shit. Wow, what do you do with that? This is a good shop, yeah. I already have a calculated gamble, right? Looks like I'm taking tough bandages and upgrading calculated gamble, probably. Your entire dating profile is about how good you are at opening jars. How is that working for you? I do fear somewhat that there are other things that people care about as well. But who am I to say? It's weird to just like get stronger every floor. I do think I recommend it. Duplication potion, maybe? Duplication potion feels like it could be really good against the heart, which is kind of what I'm up to thinking about. I do take a footwork for sure. Else I want the abacus. How many cards do I actually have? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think if the abacus goes hard, calculated gamble's already full blocking with tough bandages, right? So that doesn't really make sense. Maybe I don't buy footwork though, and we just lean more into the unhinged tough bandages thing. Kinda like that. Can upgrade Calculated Gamble, Tactician, Acrobatics. I'm just gonna save my money. The stuff that feels like it really matters is stuff that will stop me from getting one shot if I draw really poorly. Which didn't feel like it was really in that shop, so. What you got for me? Energy potion, okay. You only just use it immediately for a dexterity here. I could also take a dexterity over playing Bouncing Flask, actually. Bouncing Flask deals a lot of damage. Dexterity does block for quite a bit, though. Having someone that is actually able to open containers was one of the best and most unexpected parts of getting married. Are containers, like, part of the patriarchy? It's like how airline seats are designed to be comfortable for the average man from the 1960s or something. Like, jars are designed to be openable by the average man from the 1960s when everyone was doing manual labor. Roach the horse. Rory thinks the 54 months. Either should work. I think I'm slightly more afraid of dying to not having dexterity than I am to not having damage. I often just open jars using a can opener, which works fine, it turns out. Alright, we're gonna put well-laid plans in play. Am I going to Survivor first? Yes. Cheaty way to get 1,000 cuts in play more easily. And now I'm gonna hold these two cards. Because next turn, Collector can't resummon because there are all these minions here. And if Collector attacks, I should have a pretty good calculated gamble here, I imagine. Do I even need it? Saving it's kind of appealing, but I think it also seems good. We try to draw it again. I'm not playing Bouncing Flask again. Feels bad. Think true though. I shouldn't get attacked again, right? God. Collector's been attacking a lot recently. I guess I go for backflip to try to draw calculated gamble again. Cool. The Fabled Endless Agony Calculated Gamble synergy. It's real. If you have a deck that's just Endless Agonies and Calculated Gamble pluses, it's infinite, right? This is correct? I'm pretty sure this is correct. It's probably possible to RNG your way out of it. Oh, but if you had few enough. If you just had like 2 calculated gamble or endless agony, and then every you have 1 calculated gamble and discard. How does this work? I feel like it works. You just have to play the right number of agonies. Yeah, exactly. Ishai Halud. This was a fun act too. I had to do some fun things in this one. We get to use Fairy in a bottle for Ingridian. That doesn't happen that often. It does kind of feel like it's better to take after image than not to take after image here. Yeah. Surely Fire Potion's better than Flex Potion. Coffee Drippers. Pretty straightforward pick, I think. Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy one. I don't always love Coffee Dripper, but this is a spot where just everything is lining up perfectly for it. I have to decide if I want 2 shops or 1 shop plus 4 hallway fights. A lot of hallway fights this sect, actually. If I were to card remove right now, it would be Dagger Spray? Probably. I don't hate card remove. Yeah, card remove should actually be very strong. I'll grab 2 card removes probably. 10 Mata, I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm just kind of preemptively gonna kill that. If I let it have a shield, my Fire Potion doesn't necessarily kill it next turn. Ooh, Gambler's Brew is very good with my relics. And deck. Yeah, we sure got the things that make silence strong. Where'd all the gold go? I have 300. I have... I am definitely living a life of privilege if people are asking me where all my gold went while I have 300 gold. I did go to a shop and buy tough bandages though. That was toward the end of last act. No... Shuriken as well? Toolbox isn't bad. I think I'm okay with just card remove. There's another backflip, but I'm going to lots of hallway fights. It shouldn't be that hard to find an acro or backflip. I don't know, maybe I should buy it. There's also another shop. To be fair, you have an out-of-touch upper middle class perspective on gold. You don't like picking up alchemize because you feel like evaluating potion quality is the hardest part of the game. Potions are difficult to understand for sure. Ernomu, thanks for the 60 months. Nightcrit did a new community post yesterday that had some new Slay the Spire 2 images. It's looking so good. We will look at that at the end of the run. Something to look forward to. The only correct way to play Slay the Spire is playing a Shiv deck. Possibly true. Do we ever overdraw now on first turn if we get box? Toolbox. We have 7 cards in our opening hand. 8, 9. No, we do not. Cardophilus, hello. Host though. I think I just want the money for the next shop. If I weren't going to another shop, I would definitely have spent all my money down there. It feels like an okay spot to just discard the shivs. Oh, my potions are locked. Okay. That's fine. I think this might be better than having Ghost in a Jar. Like, the Gambler's Brews block for me, sure. They also draw for me, so I can, like, draw apparitions. They also protect the apparitions I haven't upgraded from being discarded. They're just very good. You're having a cranberry turkey burrito and it's weird. Sounds weird. Is it weird in a good way? I looked up Slay the Spire on the woke content detectors list, and it says this game contains no woke content. Wow. They've never even made it to the Act 3 bosses. That's really embarrassing for them. You should not be commenting on games if they haven't actually made it to the end of them. I could use a potion gear, I guess. The alternative is we take a bunch of damage. I think given that I have an Alchemize in my deck, using a potion isn't the end of the world. Okay. Isn't the main character 3 women and a robot? No. That would be very woke, though. The game does have pronouns in it. And you have to read? I don't know if that's woke. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what woke means. Ooh, I just did that because it seemed fun. Alright, cool. It means thing you don't like. Oh. Well, I mean, it has time meter in it. Therefore, it is woke. I can't afford Clockwork Souvenir and card remove. Artifact charge isn't that important when I have 3 apparitions, is it? I don't think so. Regard of a defend? Deep Breath exists here. Blur exists here. Each of the 3 cost form cards is trans-affirming. Gosh. It's wild. So much sinister stuff just right under your nose and you never even really think about it. Good turn. So have an extra Wraith form for this fight, it looks like. Imagine people making choices about their body that made them happy. Let's get the government involved. Excuse me, Mr. Government. I haven't been asked why I support trans people for like 3 years. And I consider that a sign of significant progress in the world. There are plenty of things that are not getting better, but at least my Twitch community stopped asking me that. I don't know. Significant progress in community cultivation, yeah. Oh, shit. It was already weak. That was an apparition. You got me. They all went to kick. Honestly, I think a lot of the time that I've been asked that, it's like people not trusting that I'm sincere. Sometimes it's also people just wanting to hear my story. But I think it is progress to live in a world where people are now more inclined to believe that allies are being sincere, and also don't think that you have to have an interesting story. I just grew up liking Thomas the Tank Engine, and I typoed on stream one day, and now I've been stuck with it. Ooh, pocket watch. Ooh. Ooh. Zero burns that fight, and it wasn't even a super short one. I was not paying attention. I got 0 burns. That's remarkable. I should probably take Catalyst so I can actually kill things. Downright unusual. We have a pocket watch to count how many cards we've played each turn. It'll go off, probably. At some point in this round, like this turn. There you go. That didn't take long. Do I use it already? It does cost 0. Oh, if you play it for 0 cost, it's like you're losing energy not to play it, you know? Like I gotta. Any cozy against the storm streams planned soon? Don't really have plans for streams. I just kind of do them at some point. My cozy thing that I'm working on right now is a Frosthaven campaign. It is getting uploaded on YouTube because I decided it was too cozy even for Twitch. So if you're interested in some cozy JORBS content, I would recommend checking that out. Does this just full block? Probably. Sure looks like it, huh? And I almost procced Pocket Watch this turn, so, you know. I wish I could have afforded Calivers too. Could I have? I don't think so. I think I was just barely short on Tough Bandages plus Calipers. That would have been fun though. You see a certain presidential candidate in your recommended channels list which indicates to you that something is wrong with the recommendation engine or you need to reevaluate your viewing habits. I don't know, that's being pushed to me as well. I think it's just getting a lot of views, so being pushed to a lot of people. Don't think the algorithm's making comments on political affiliation or what have you. Tori, okay. Useful. I also got another catalyst. This is a spot where I believe I just pass. I'm taking off recommended from the front page. I don't know how to make Twitch stop recommending things to you other than by blocking the channel. Chat. I guess I should have trusted in the acro. It's okay, I can take a little bit of damage. Twitch has paid placement. Does it? You can pay to be there? Wait, really? Are you... Do you... Are you just saying that, or do you know that that is true? Doesn't that, like, break laws if it's true? Don't they have to, designate that it's advertising? Oh, piercing well. Don't hate it. He uses recommended. I don't think many people use recommended to find people to watch. The thing is that it is there, right? Like, you cannot get away from it. Okay, hopefully I draw an apparition this turn. Yeah. So maybe I should have discarded apparition last turn. Between Gambler's Brew, which definitely works, and Liquid Memories that only might work, Actually, Gambler's Brew doesn't even definitely work. Just cash in my last Gambler's Brew. They introduced a system where viewers could donate money to promote a channel, which according to your friend who is a PM at Amazon was just an excuse to put all the code in place for paid placement. I wish that sounded less believable to me. Alright, this is mostly okay. Isn't it illegal to have paid placement without making it explicit that there is paid placement though? Like I have to disclose that I'm doing a sponsorship later today, for example. Because I'm being paid for it. Ow. I've taken 1 more damage. Alright. Recommencer was kind of mean. Survived though. I've lost my other Gambler's Brew. Ink Bottle I don't hate. Now that I don't have any Gambler's Brews, I don't think I take this Tactician. Extension! There's likely some specifics the lawyer knowledgeable in the field would have to answer. Well, like, there's also the way that they did the gifted subs last month that, like, was really unsettling, because if they weren't running a lottery on people's channels, they were close enough to running a lottery on people's channels that I didn't understand the difference. So... yeah. I'm using a potion here. Application potion on Crippling Cloud, maybe? I do have to use a potion to kill one. I only have 28. I don't think you understood my point regarding the lottery. If you randomly give people rewards based on them paying money, you are running a lottery, in my opinion, which is attached to a lot of like legal considerations and ethical ones. The legal ones might be a concern for them, but for me it's more the ethical ones. Like, I don't want to be running a channel where I am presenting lotteries to my viewers. And certainly if I was, I would want to like make sure I disclosed that in a very clear way. Considering how often board games people have to exert pressure to disclose payment, you'd assume that doing so was more of a social ethical stance rather than a legally enforced one. Yeah, this can happen. NHL 08 soundtrack. Nice. Hello, friend Mass. to discard this, I guess. And that. And I guess at this point I play this and this just to get Ink Bottle closer. I gotta say, now that I'm in Act 3, I don't know, my deck is not impressing me as much as it was before. I've got options. I think this is the one that makes the most sense. I think basically what happened is I got a lot of good rewards in Act 2, and then I didn't get a lot of good rewards in Act 3 so far. It might be gambling in the colloquial sense, but since the actual person spending the money doesn't receive anything, it isn't illegal? Question mark. I mean, that's a great question. It seems irrelevant to me, because the reason that I want to not promote gambling on my stream is not related to legality. That sounds like it would be relevant to lawyers at Amazon. They probably made some sort of choice about it, right? I'm gonna take another backflip. Spyro. I have 2 Umamori stacks. Let me just take 1 question mark. I could give away 1,000 cuts here. Maybe I want it against like Awakened one? Wait, no, Awakened one gets stronger when I play 1,000 cuts. That doesn't seem good at all. You can't Merc. Soda stream. You looked at your bank account. You're super tempted to impulse buy another tattoo. What are we tattooing? By that I was curious what you... I don't want... Like, arm is not the answer I was looking for. Am I tracking my runs for a silent month? Yep, I always am. Hey Simon, Twitch channel. Alright. We got rid of a good number of basics. I don't, like, does this win? I felt like my deck was so strong, and now I just don't anymore. I added too many catalysts to it. Only slightly joking. You were hoping the deck would go Chalice combo? I was kind of hoping the deck would get a bunch of calculated gambles. Yeah, this is the world we have ended up in. Discard everything, I guess. some awkward draws here, actually. Got one of them good. You just really love the Tingsha noise? Alright, we found the one person. Good shot. Do you like the Tingsha noise? Yes or no? If I'm on a date and they've got a Tingsha, I'm out of there immediately. You like it, but only if it's a full hand. Oh, interesting. Does that mean a hand of 9 cards? Like if it's a 10 card hand with calculated gamble and I discarded, does that count? Or does it have to be 10 cards with like a gambler's broom? Handful of innate and gambling chip. That is something I've never done in this game, is have draw extra cards on turn 1 because I have so many innate cards in my deck. If I had a Slay the Spire bucket list, I suppose that would be on it. Should I have a Slay the Spire bucket list? Currently I don't. I was laughing at, I feel like the people who like the Tingsha noise are the same people who would press the button to shock themselves. Maybe getting shocked feels good, I don't know. I hope that's said without judgment. Have we called Calipers would be good here? Yes. Calipers was offered to me in a shop and I couldn't afford it. But it would have been good here. Okay, we Piercing Whale. Remove some of the strength. Going into phase 2. Which Chat's had some good comments today. Great workout there, Twitch chat. That works, question mark. Yeah. When it dies, it forgets all of its non-permanent buffs and debuffs. Or something like that. I'm not saying the thing exactly right, but that is the vibe. Calipers would be good here. You got banned for saying you were 12. I'm kind of sorry, but also kind of not sorry. The reason that Advent Skynet isn't here anymore is absolutely that the API for it changed, and I am not a software developer, so I didn't want to do the work to make it keep working. If it turns out that the API changed so that Twitch could charge people money for something, I will go full Joker villain. A literal known meme. The reason it's a meme might be that people get banned for saying it. Just saying. There's a chess streamer who has a chess bucket list with rare things like mating with en passant or mating with castling. I think mating with en passant is a lot harder than mating with castling. Mating with castling you can often just set up under your own agency, as it were. Whereas en passant you need your opponent to cooperate. Okay, I want to get this back to 9. Doable though? Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, who's next? One thing about playing silent is there's a concept in game design called garbage time. It's time where, like, the result is already known, but you have to keep going. I feel like Silent has a lot of garbage time. Oh no, that's all of my apparition. 75% of Civ games. Yep. I don't think Watcher has as much garbage time as Silent. Because Watcher's runs where you win just don't take that long to finish winning, is the big thing. Ow. Also, for what it's worth, I might not win these. I guess that is also a thing to draw attention to. Civ highlights that the player can still be having fun during garbage time. People play Civ to have fun? That's a wild and deeply concerning assertion. I went to the panel for Civ 7. I'm moderately excited. I am hoping that I have a kill here. I guess I'm not certain though. A little closer than I wanted it to be for sure. If I don't, I don't. Did I go to PAX West? I live in town. I believe I was on the convention floor for like an hour. But yeah, mostly it's just like the city I live in. So I was around. Good fight, good fight. We go Act 4. Ink bottle's on 9. We're at full health. I have 376 gold for the shop. Actually, I have more because of Mawbank. Huge. Mawbank could win me this run. 120 gold already. Have to upgrade something. Apparition? Kind of into upgrading Apparition. Catalyst is an okay upgrade. Acrobatics is an okay upgrade. Go for Catalyst. Yes? No? Maybe? Ugh. Go for Apparition. Poopa! Thanks for the 30 months. Appreciate it. Only have to PAX once in 7 years in Seattle. I do also like work with a bunch of the people who are there, right? So I refound Gambler's Brew. I can also bottle well-laid plans. Both of those things seem pretty good. I upgraded Apparition, right? Yeah. If I'm bottling well-laid plans, upgrade on Apparition feels good. There's a prepared. I don't want Caltrops, just too gimmicky compared to the other stuff I'm doing, basically. Man, that is the only apparition that isn't upgraded. One. Just wondering about Pocket Watch. Kind of feels like I have to kill them quickly, too. Let's do this. Okay, I can discard the apparition I don't need. Now I can get it back later, so that's good. Alchemize isn't the one I would have chosen. That's not awful next turn. Let's use this now. Oh no. Not like this. Energy potion? That's also not what I wanted. So strange to hear a different soundtrack from the Slay the Spire VODs. Welcome. Hey, Root. Okay, let's try not to just straight up die. I didn't straight up die. I would say this is a pretty good turn. I have, however, taken 0 damage. Chrysalis was 3 0-cost acrobatics. Shit, I should definitely have taken it then. That's my bad. I didn't know what it was. I don't have that plugin. Rather than playing Endless Agony, I think I'm pretty happy just getting an extra 3 cards. I guess I can actually play one of them. Okay. There was a sponsored stream bot a few weeks ago that had the Slay the Spire soundtrack playing in the background at the same time as the sponsored game soundtrack. Yeah, I was only for the first like 5 minutes. But it is true that for the first 5 minutes that was happening. Ooh. Okay. I think I'm going into the heart fight on full health, which feels ideal. And with this at... I'll leave it at 7 for now, so that next turn I can play 2 cards to avoid burn damage. 1, 2, perfect. Alright, 1 heart fight. Have an apparition already. Tools of the Trade is good. Blocks. Survivor discards what? Ascender's Bane? Feels weird, but also correct. Ends up not being the best turn. I guess I could leg sweep now and have weak on it next turn. This is going to work because I'm going to take 15 with Tori against the multi-attack and then Apparition to big attack. So leg sweep doesn't really achieve anything. I guess it just puts another stack on Ink Bottle. I can also alchemize, but I figure I'll wait on that until there's an open potion slot, right? Okay. So current plan is to take 15 here. There is a calculated gamble in my hand. I don't have to take any damage. Probably play Acro. Okay, now I can use Energy Potion, I think. Wait, is that not even true? Maybe that isn't even true. I guess, I go Fumes. Yeah, it feels like an okay Energy Potion. Play my cheap Alchemize and Crippling Cloud mostly. I have made this choice. Alright, well... Wish I had my Energy Potion back. We just discard Catalyst so we can hold a calculated gamble, I believe. Weird that ending the turn with 15 block is the same as ending it with 0. Not true. If I ended it with 15 block, I would take 7 less damage. Guess I've decided not to draw 3 cards to have 1 dexterity. Is it good? Is it right? I don't know. Okay. It's a little awkward. I need to discard Apparition here, I think. Let's get rid of Slime. Also pretty awkward. But I almost have the damage sorted already. And the multi-attack doesn't matter. So it's really just this turn. Do I flex potion for 5 damage here? Kind of feels like I do. Oh wait. We'll get him neutralized. The damage isn't going to mean anything like any other time, right? So I guess I'll use it then. I do have a Piercing Wail here as well. I believe the run is over. Well done, everyone. It's not like a pretty straightforward in control silent run. Noxious Fumes first felt really strong. This Mummified Hand helped with Eternal Feather. 1,000 cuts. What am I going to do now that I've beaten Slay the Spire? Probably play it again. Oh, we're going to look at the new images from Slay the Spire too. That's what we're going to do. I had almost boss relic in terms of energy output. Mummified Hand is very good. Neon Gamble felt scary when the deck got bigger. We were running on just 1 copy. It did kind of mean that I didn't have to rely on Kunai actually being how I blocked. Like I needed to put the catalysts in and stuff because Kunai was not real. It was a little bit of a pipe dream. Look at this. Oh, I've ruined the fun preview. My bad. Look at this, 2 wins in a row. Who knew it was possible? Oh, I'm not signed in.